Whew. Yo, 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 what's up? What's really good? Welcome to another episode of Sports Plus Life with your boy Brendan Bravon Towns. And man, I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday because that weather out there is funky. You heard me. That weather out there is funky. I mean, I had to go home early. I was at the daycare. And that stuff started coming down, 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 down. And they said, "Nah, we're gonna close up shop early." And it's been crazy for me personally. But again, I hope everybody has had a great day. And when I say crazy for me personally, I don't mean like no bad shit or nothing like that. I mean like hey, they how you doing? How you doing there? How you doing there, beautiful? When I say crazy, when y'all saw me after the Super Bowl, I was like, bro, I have no business doing a podcast as bad as I felt from Saturday night on to Sunday, and that actually carried on into Monday. When I was going to training and I got sent home early from training. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Um, yeah, I got sent home early from training. So yesterday, all I did was sleep. That's all I did yesterday was just sleep, 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 and then last night still had a rough night with the little tummy bug that I got. So you know, I went to the daycare, dragging, stomach still queasy, but we ended up closing early. And I come home. What up, Lomar? What up, homie? I come home when I get home. I pick London up from the babysitter when I get home. I'm like, Roman, you good? You're like, no, not really. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I threw up and I get home and there's a mother throw up on the bed. I'm like, damn, now you got it? I'm like, my goodness. I'm like, bruh. So, I'm thinking, yo, I'm about to get home and chill because I wasn't feeling good at all when I got home this afternoon. I'm like, I'm about to sit home and chill. Boy, put me to work. Boy, put me to work, 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 work. We got the love. Everybody showing the love. Everybody showing the love. Saying, hey, Lomar. Hey, Denise. Hey, what's up, everybody? Love you, love you, love y'all tons. So, I had to immediately go to the, wash bed sheets and stuff like that. So I was busy as soon as I got home. So I got to keep an eye on everything because I'm raw, but chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side, a ginger ale on the side for Roma. But look, one thing that's for certain, two things is for sure, is that when my kids are sick, when I know what to do. I know what to do. I'm one of those fathers who, when the kid is sick, I know what to do. I know exactly what I'm doing. Go ahead, leave him with me. I got him. I'm gonna get him healed up. I'm gonna get him right. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that mom won't, because mom will. I'm just talking about me as an individual. I'm one of them daddies who, when the kids are sick, go ahead, bring them to me. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them right. I'm gonna get them right, and along with still getting my damn self right. But anyway, it is Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Oh, what it is? This is Valentine's Day week. Ooh, this is Valentine's Day week. Valentine's Day is Friday. Don't know what to say. I ain't got no damn Valentine. So I don't know what to say. I mean, happy heart day to those who do. Unless somebody wants to volunteer to be my Valentine. And other than that, it's like you don't have to, if you want to volunteer, you don't have to put it out there on blast. I got a DM. and when I say that, and I just say that just for the title. But no, I mean, like, weather's funky, kids. Now the funny part is that y'all and kids and use up y'all snow days, so now y'all got to go virtual. At least middle and high school do. So get to freaking work. Okay, get to work. What'd you say? I don't either, bro. I'm treating myself that day. I know that's right, Lomar. Treat your damn self. Be your own Valentine. You know, I could say something that's real inappropriate, but I ain't gonna do that. And it wouldn't have been inappropriate in a disrespectful means. It would have just been inappropriate. But that's right. Treat your damn self. Because before you can love anybody else, you got to be able to love yourself. Okay? Before you can love anybody else, you got to be able to love your damn self. All right? See me, I love everybody. I'm the world's Valentine. That's what I'm going to say. I'm the world's Valentine. Unless you're talking about any inappropriate parties. Nah. Then, But what are we going to talk about today? I still got some reactions in regards to the Super Bowl. Still have a couple of reactions to the Super Bowl halftime show, definitely. Still have some reactions to the Super Bowl halftime show. A bit of NBA talk as Luka Doncic made his Lakers debut last night. And a story that happened in Detroit, Michigan that may make some of y'all be like, whoa. Matter of fact, I know unless you've already heard about it, it's going to make y'all say, whoa. Now, so, you guys who are already on here, the few of you that are on here, just hang out with your boy tonight. Even if you don't understand what I'm talking about in regards to the sports world, just take this ride with me now. Take this ride with me. Okay? Because once we get to the halftime show stuff, y'all gonna be right along with me. Now, as far as Super Bowl reaction goes, again, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles, who won their second Super Bowl in franchise history with a 40-22 beat down of the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't get it twisted. That game, that score is not truly indicative of how that game went. The Eagles whooped their ass. Okay? Make no mistake about it. Philadelphia Eagles curb stomped the Kansas City Chiefs. 'Twas not close. Okay, so understand that when I say this. 'Twas not close. All right? Was an ass whooping of beautiful, epic proportion. All right? I loved every second of it. I did. And I wish my boys would come on here to confirm. They heard what I said a week ago when I said 45-21. I said the Eagles are going to crush the Chiefs. While they said you were right via text message, they need to come on here and give me my validation and say, yo, B, you called it. Because I did. I said the Eagles, the only way they could win is they had to smoke their ass. And that's what they did. They smoked their ass. Jalen Hurts MVP. That's where I'm going to first start off at. These people out here are still not trying to give Jalen Hurts his proper respect. And, you have your tiers of quarterback. Like when you come to the NFL, they talk about, well, who the best quarterbacks in the league? You always start with Patrick Mahomes. And then they say, well, it's Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. Usually in that order. Okay. Josh Allen just won his first MVP. Lamar Jackson has won 2 MVPs, and he's my favorite football player. Joe Burrow, who is my second favorite football player, he's about to be replaced. But this is what I'm going to say about Mr. Jalen Hurts, bro. Everybody who keeps trying to not give this man the proper credit he deserves, I want you guys to look at Mr. Jalen Hurts' resume over his first 4 years as an NFL starter. 2020 draft pick, second round, didn't become a starter until his second year. Every year he's been a starter in the NFL, 4 years, gone to the playoffs every year, gone to the Super Bowl twice, has won the Super Bowl, and is a Super Bowl MVP. Has also made an All-Pro team. Has also been an MVP runner-up. Would have won the MVP in 2022 had he not gotten injured late in that season. But we still don't want to put Jalen Hurts in that top tier Matter of fact, a lot of people are still saying, well, Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the league. Patrick Mahomes has the best resume of any quarterback in the league right now. But I'm not going on what you did in 2023. I'm not going on what you did in 2022. And just so happens when Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts met up in Super Bowl 57, Jalen Hurts outplayed him then too. I'm not going by what you did in 2020 or 2019. I'm going by what I just saw. You can call that recency bias. I don't care. But for right now, for the next calendar year, the top dog at quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion, resides in Philadelphia. The top team clearly resides in Philadelphia. So everybody wants to say, hey, top tier quarterback, Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow. Slide them the fuck over and put Jalen Hurts as the top dog because he has finished the job. Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs, all pro. First ballot Hall of Famer if Lamar Jackson never took another snap in football. He ain't got the job done. Josh Allen just got his first MVP. He ain't got the job done. Joe Burrow actually has been to a Super Bowl. He didn't get the job done. Jalen Hurts, been to 2 Super Bowls. Got the job done. Got the job done. So fuck up Patrick Mahomes. Because right now, I don't care about what his resume looks like. I'm talking about what have you done for me lately? Ooh. And what you've done for me lately is get dog walked in the Super Bowl, little bitch ass African American. So that's what Patrick Mahomes has done for me lately. So, I mean, doesn't that make sense? Isn't Jalen Hurts the reigning, defending Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl MVP? So why, when we talk about who's the best quarterbacks in the league, why are we talking about Patrick Mahomes? We're saying Patrick Mahomes first, then Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, all great players, but who's the top dog right now? Who's holding that trophy right now? Who's the reigning Super Bowl MVP right now? That's all I'm saying. Mr. J. Hurts, put some respect on his name. Because again, for somebody who may be the problem as far when it comes to getting the job done, every time Jalen Hurts gets called to the carpet, he answers, and he answers with authority. Now, I'm taking nothing away from that Eagles defense because the Eagles defense put up one of those elite Super Bowl performances. Now, are they 80? Well, now for the whole total season, were they 85 Bears or 2,000 Ravens or 02 Bucks or 13 Seahawks or 15 Broncos? No. But I tell you what, for that Super Bowl, for that game, plus the fact that they were the number one defense, they finished the season as the number one defense. They played with fire in their eyes. That's why I said don't let that 40-22 score fool you. When it was 40-6, the Eagles put in their third stringers. Let's think about this for a second. The last 20 minutes of actual game time, the Chiefs outscored the Eagles 22-6, and they still lost by 3 possessions. That's all I'm gonna say. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. I'm just saying. So, put some respect on the champ's name. And the fact that the Super Bowl odds for next year is the odds to win the Super Bowl is then Chiefs, then Ravens, then Eagles? Nigga, what? So all I'm going to say is, wow. Do I think that's going to light a fire among the Kansas City? Yeah, of course, because, one thing Kansas City can leave out the Super Bowl saying is that nobody likes us. Nobody likes us anymore. I mean, that's the one thing that they should have taken away. Nobody likes us. Taylor Swift about to break up with Travis Kelce Because the one time they showed that chick on camera, everybody booed. Like, we don't like you. No, like we're tired of you. We're sick of you. We're tired of you. She gonna be like, Travis, this is bad for my career, Travis. We're gonna have to break it off. I'll write an album and I'll title it 87. And Travis Kelce gonna be like, well, back to black women I go. I don't know. But So I'm just saying, bro. Look, I said this last year, Lomar. This was a career move for both of these motherfuckers. That's how that entertainment industry worked. You know, they wanted Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce to stay together because, okay, Roger Goodell saying, hey, we can bring the Swifties into the NFL lore. And you carried motherfucking Taylor Swift and the Swifties to the Super Bowl last year against the 49ers. And you put her on camera 1,000,000 fucking times. And that's all you did the whole regular season is put Taylor Swift on screen. Every time Travis Kelce caught a pass, it was just sickening. To the point where NFL fans are like, okay, bro, we are done with this bitch. We are finished. Okay? Good God. We're tuning in to watch football. If I wanted to see this bitch, I'd turn on the radio or go to a concert. But the NFL, no, we're going to milk this for everything we can. We want the Swifties in New Orleans. And when they showed her, they booed her to the fucking ground. They booed her to the point where even Trump tweeted. The only person who had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift because she got booed. Actually, it was Drake. But, you know, Trump won't go say shit about that. Trump won't go say shit about that. But I'm saying, like, ugh. So, yeah, the Chiefs will come back motivated, but I think you should show the defending champions a little respect and make them the favorites to repeat because they're my favorite to repeat. I would love to get on here and say, yeah, man, the Broncos, we're going to win the Super Bowl next year. Nigga, I ain't stupid. I think we'll be better next year. But the Eagles are built for the long haul, bro. Philadelphia Eagles are built for the long haul. I expect them. I mean, the only team that I would think would maybe, come here, dude, it's okay. You all right? You thirsty?
No. I'm good.
Here's your cup. Oh, no. What's that? No, that's London's cup. What is in it? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The only team that I think would have that would have a chance other than Philly to come out the NFC to get to the Super Bowl right now, off the top of my head, I would have to say would be Detroit, depending on what they do at offense, or the Commanders, to be honest with you, Washington. Honestly, real talk. But I think you should put some more respect on Philadelphia's name. They are the reigning defending champions. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. Fuck the Kansas City Chiefs. Fuck Travis Kelce. Fuck Taylor Swift. I mean, can I be any more blunt than what I'm being? So now, let's talk about the future of some of these squads. Okay? We have Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, who has accepted the position as head coach of the New Orleans Saints. You kind of saw that one coming. I was hoping that Mike McCarthy would take that job because I only say that in regards to Jalen Hurts because the learning curve now has to be so much quicker than it was back when I was growing up watching football. Because whenever you have a championship contending team with an offensive coordinator or even defensive coordinator, chances are they're going to leave for a head coaching job. Now, as far as the Eagles defense goes, they ain't going nowhere, my nigga. Vic Fangio, they probably said, yo, bro, name your contract. I mean, there's so many stats I could throw out there about this Eagles defense and Vic Fangio. First of all, Vic Fangio was 0-8 versus Andy Reid. 0-8. He was 0-6 as head coach of my Denver Broncos, 0-8 in the 20 and 0-2 in the 2023 season against the Kansas City Chiefs. And the best, and when he saw them in the Super Bowl, he whooped their ass. Don't that sound like the chick from Medea? Whooped their ass. He did. He did. So Vic Fangio, he's an older guy. He's in his mid to late 60s. He ain't going nowhere. Nobody's going to hire him as your head coach because, for one, he didn't have a good head coaching record his first go round as a coach, and he's proven to be a better coordinator than coach, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a coach being a better coordinator than an actual head coach. It's okay. Why do you think Steve Spagnuolo, who's the Chiefs defensive coordinator, has been a defensive coordinator as long as he's been? Because he's a better coordinator. He's better at focusing on one side of the football than the entire team. That's okay. That's all right. Josh McDaniels. He's another one. He's going back to New England under Mike Vrabel as the Patriots offensive coordinator. He done had 2 bites at the apple of the head coach in Apple. He's not a good head coach. He's a better coordinator. That's all right. It's okay. Trust me, it's okay. Look, it's going to get to a point now where some of these head coaches are going to have to tell the owners, look, unless you are a head coach who is specifically an offensive or defensive mind and it's working for you, unless you're a Andy Reid or a Sean Payton or a Kyle Shanahan, in that regard, or Dan Quinn, or I'll go on the defensive side too, or DeMeco Ryan, where you're that great on one side of the ball, but also you can galvanize a whole team. Some of these coaches may need to say, hey, look, bruh, I'm going to need you to pay this coordinator just as much as me, or damn near just as much as me, to stay here. Pay him more than what the other team is offering. Because if you want this train to ride, I need this motherfucker. So I'm interested to see who the Eagles are going to get as their offensive coordinator. Because once again, for Jalen Hurts, this is another offensive coordinator that you're going to have to get used to. I'm pretty sure this shit's probably irritating to him, to be honest with you. Because Nick Sirianni ain't the offensive coordinator guy. I mean, he knows a bit of X's and O's, just like Dan Campbell knows a bit of X's and O's. But he is the motivator. He's the galvanizer. He's the guy who can rally the troops, just like Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a fucking tight end coach who's big enough and imposing enough and can just get you to run through a fucking wall for him. Some coaches be like that, bruh. Some coaches be like that. So interesting to see. There's teams that have requested, players that have requested trades. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp didn't request a trade. They said they was going to trade him. Myles Garrett requesting trades. Deebo Samuels requested trades. So it's going to be an interesting offseason in the NFL, as I'm interested to see how these teams build up. Aaron Rodgers was just released by the New York Jets. So he's now a free agent. There's talk of him going to Pittsburgh, but Russell Wilson is saying, whoa, wait a minute. I'm here. And I'm confused. And if Pittsburgh takes on Aaron Rodgers, I'm confused. I would be confused because, yeah, Aaron Rodgers may still play the position of quarterback better than Russell Wilson, but goddamn, he's 6 years older than Russell Wilson. I mean, and then you got Justin Fields, who's 10 years younger than Russell Wilson. So if the Steelers take on Aaron Rodgers, their quarterback, I'm confused. I would be confused. There are a lot of quarterback vacancies, like what are the Cleveland Browns going to do? What are the Las Vegas Raiders going to do? That's where I honestly think Aaron Rodgers is going to end up. He's going to end up in Vegas. But what are the Raiders going to do? What are the Giants going to do? I mean, they're going to try to draft the quarterback, but you don't know because this isn't a quarterback-rich draft. You got your boy from Miami, and then you got Shedeur Sanders, so you don't know what are they going to do. So it's going to be a lot of questions. It's going to be I think it's going to be a fun offseason, when it comes to content and things to talk about. But it's like, what are these teams going to do? Is Cleveland going to go after Kirk Cousins? Will they try to get Aaron Rodgers? Will the Raiders go after Kirk Cousins, or will they try to go after Aaron Rodgers, or will they try to go after Daniel Jones? Who's going to try to get Sam Darnold? What are the New York Jets going to do for quarterback now? They're just going to stick with Tyrod Taylor, or are they going to go try to bring Sam Darnold back, or bring in Kirk Cousins, or maybe go after Jameis Winston? Who knows? It's a lot of questions that are going to need to be answered. Will Deebo Samuel get traded? Will Garrett Wilson will he still want to request for a trade, even though now Aaron Rodgers is up out of there? The news is that the Jets are probably going to release Devontae Adams. And they bought him on just to appease Aaron Rodgers. What the fuck? If I'm Devontae Adams, I would feel like a straight up idiot for leaving. You left the Jets for a worse situation. I mean, you left the Raiders for a worse situation. You did. That's just weird. So it's going to be a lot of things to talk about regarding football. Man, this is the era of football where it's 365. When I was growing up, after the Super Bowl, then used to be the Pro Bowl. And then you ain't give a fuck about the NFL till the draft. No, really, you ain't give a fuck about the NFL until preseason. That ain't it. That ain't how it work no more. NFL is all year round. It is what it is. So, NBA news. Luka Doncic made his Los Angeles Lakers debut. 14 points, 24 minutes. Lakers, who have been playing some good ball, they've moved up to 4th in the Western Conference. And I'm a Laker fan, but I haven't been a fan of some of the moves that they have made. Doesn't take away my fandom. I was actually watching an old ass Laker game before I came on live. Pause. But the Lakers have been playing good ball. Now that Mark Williams trade, got rescinded because Mark Williams didn't pass the physical. That worries me because it leaves us incredibly thin. Jackson Hayes ain't it. He can catch a lob, that's fine. Shit, LeBron can still catch a lob. But you can catch a lob, that doesn't move me. You feel me? That trade got rescinded, and it was what I said I had worries about is the fact that he missed 23 games. Now, I didn't forget about the halftime show. I'm just getting my sports shit out the way first. You feel me? No, I said he missed 23 games. No, that he only played in 23 games. So it was injuries going on with him. We kept Dalton Connect. He didn't play last game because of personal reasons. I'm like, Lord, another one of these fragile ass dudes. It's a business, bruh. It just comes with it. But I said how I felt about that trade initially when it happened. I said I believe that Dallas was gonna have a better record than the Lakers when things were said and done. But then Anthony Davis gets hurt. I mean, you can't account for that. Anthony Davis gets hurt. Gafford gets hurt. One good thing that I think happened is that with Anthony Davis being hurt for a few weeks, Kyrie Irving did take his spot in the All-Star game because Kyrie Irving should have been an All-Star. Give a fuck what you say. Kyrie Irving not initially making an All-Star team was on some political shit, but Kyrie is an All-Star, and I think that's very appropriate. So Dallas has been bitten by the injury bug big time. And the Lakers, they're playing great. My only concern with them is what is it going to look like when we play the real teams? Where you're going to need size to pose a good advantage. So, and don't think, I'm not a LeBron fan, but don't think for 1 second that I'm not still rooting for the Lakers. The Lakers was my first love when it came to team sports. Do I wish LeBron James would get the hell out of Dodge? Yes, I do. I'm tired of him. I never liked him when he came here. Bought us a chip, but it is what it is. I'm a Magic guy. I'm a Kobe guy. I'm not a LeBron James guy. That's just me. Okay? That's just me. But I am and will always be a Laker fan. I just don't like some of the moves that they've made over the past 6-7 years. I really don't. But I have to give head coach JJ Redick credit. I have to give him credit. He's done a very good job. He's done a very good job this year. And we'll see how that goes. Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors. I think it's going to be a good fit. Do I see that as a game changer for the Warriors? No, not yet. Only because they're small. You know, they're small. Because, you know, Jimmy Butler is the complete opposite of Steph Curry. Steph Curry is an outside burner. Jimmy Butler, you know what, the game they played last night, he had 20 points. 12 of those points came from the free throw line because Jimmy Butler just knows how to drive to the basket, create contact, and go to the line. That's a specialty of his. So I think that'll work. But let's say the Warriors do get in the playoffs. As probably an 8th seed, you're going up against Oklahoma City. And they, you know, even though Oklahoma City is tall and slim, but they still tall. You're going up against Holmgren and Hartenstein. You're going to need some of that size, big dog, unless Steph goes nuclear. You dig? So we'll see. But I do think it's a good pickup. But Golden State needs some size. Go ahead out there and get Boogie Cousins. Go ahead and sign Boogie Cousins. This is I probably still shouldn't even be drinking Dr. Thunder. I still should be drinking the Powerade, but I just ran out. Now, on back to the halftime show. Bruh, you know what I noticed when I was on and I don't scroll down Facebook often, but I was just interested to see Facebook people reaction after the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. And it was people, not surprised, but just, it was people out there really, really throwing shade at Kendrick's halftime performance. Oh, it was boring. It was whack. It was corny. It was theater. It was theater. Now, I will say this. To most East Coast folks, you probably didn't know half of the songs that Kendrick did in his catalog. To people out in the West Coast, that shit was everything. I've been a Kendrick fan for a long time. So I knew all of the songs I was playing. I'm going to say this. When I watched the last 2 halftime shows, which was Usher last year and Rihanna the year before, I had forgotten how far and how diverse their catalog was, and I appreciated it so much. Now, did I think that Kendrick's show was all that, prior to Not Like Us? No, I thought it was good. I thought it was cool, but I didn't think it was corny. I didn't think it was boring. I thought it was all right. I thought it was okay. You dig what I'm saying? But when he started trolling Drake, when he started trolling with the not just having the beat drop for a couple seconds and doing another song, I was like, okay, he building it up. Yeah, I see what he's doing. And then when he dropped Not Like Us, and it's Serena over there crip walking and shit, and I'm like, it made it all worth it. And that's the way he would look at the camera and grin. Say, Drake, here, like I'm young. I'm like, this nigga diabolical. That's what me and Sean was saying. This nigga diabolical. So the whole halftime show was worth it to me. So, and then what tripped me out was yesterday. And again, I don't be on Facebook, but again, for something just told me just scroll down, and I saw people still throwing shade at it. I'm like, wait a minute, why is motherfuckers going out their way to criticize this halftime performance? Are y'all Drake fanboys that much? Are y'all diehards that much, or is it Cowboy fans just mad because the Eagles was kicking asses and taking names? I don't know. And I posted, I was like, why are people going out their way to criticize K-Dot? I didn't, exactly, Lomar. They being haters for no reason. None whatsoever. Now, when me and Sean talked about the diss track, I asked Sean, did he think that this was the best diss track ever? And he said, well, it won a Grammy, so yes. So, and I understood where he was coming from. I definitely understood where he was coming from because, yes, no diss song in hip-hop history has gotten that much mainstream acclaim, but that's exactly why I can't say it was the best diss track, because of the mainstream acclaim, the mainstream attention that it got. You know, diss tracks are what they are. Diss tracks in hip hop culture have always been legendary, but that's not the same energy that mainstream has always felt for diss records. Okay. And let me, and this is what, and Sean said something, Sean said something that's very true. He said, you can't put that over Hit 'Em Up, can you? No, I can't. I can't put it over Hit 'Em Up simply because I'm talking bar for bar. I'm thinking bar for bar now, Now, don't get me wrong. Kendrick Lamar bars was like that. It was, no question. It was like that. But Tupac Hit 'Em Up, that nigga came in guns blazing. Hey, what up, A-Boogie?
What's going on, family?
All right, nothing much. Hey, I'm gonna get back to the sports side in a second. I'm having a hip hop moment right now, so just ride with me right quick.
All right.
Okay. So again, Sean said the song won Grammys. Right. No hip hop diss track record has ever won Grammys, and again, that's because hip hop diss records was not on the mainstream view of music of attention. I can't put Not Like Us above Hit 'Em Up. I can't put Not Like Us above Ether. And I'm only saying that because of bar for bar. Yeah, hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. That Chris Brown diss track that he did on Quavo, that shit was rough. That shit was rough. But I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give y'all an example. Again, just ride with me. When I'm talking bar for bar and I'm talking about thoroughness of a diss track, Drake warmed up to it. He had a couple of bars. Matter of fact, he went a little past midway of the first verse before he said, "Say Drake, I hear you like him young." Before the beat dropped, Tupac came in saying, "That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker." Whoa! Wait a minute. What have I just gotten myself into listening to this song?
Well, probably why he ain't win no Grammy.
But you have to understand, that song came out in 1995, bro. Diss records was not a pop culture thing. See, you could put Not Like Us in the pop culture event, even though that's hip hop history, of course. But you can label it in the pop culture chart of it.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean,
Hit 'Em Up was straight nigga on nigga, raw. I'm coming at you, you coming at me. Tupac's first bars of the song. First off, fuck your bitch and the clique you claim. West Side where we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Those first few bars are Not Like Us. You ain't even hear shit about Drake. Even though you knew it was a diss track, you didn't hear shit about Drake. That holds to see. Look, I'm going to give you facial expressions, the difference between Not Like Us and Hit 'Em Up. Not Like Us, you bopping, you hit them just you like, The whole Hit 'Em Up song, you like this.
I do think there was a nuance I do think there is a nuance to subtlety, and I think that's what separates Not Like Us
But then on
from some of the
top of that,
older diss tracks.
after all the rapping was done, Tupac grabbed the mic and said, "Fuck everybody."
Yeah, yeah, no,
This
they
nigga
definitely
said,
went in
"Fuck
on that.
Biggie, fuck Mobb Deep, fuck Bad Boy as a staff record label and as a motherfucking crew. And if you want to be down with Bad Boy, then fuck you too." And I'm like, you can't get no more thorough than that. And then with Ether, it's before the beat drops. Fuck Jay-Z. Been on my dick, nigga. Like, like the whole, so the pop acclaim, yes. Imagine if Tupac was able to perform Hit 'Em Up at the Super Bowl. You couldn't allow that.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I
So
mean, we
it's the
feel
most
same way about
success.
Now
If from when it comes to a number standpoint, it's the most successful diss track from a number standpoint because yes, it won 5 Grammys. So from a number standpoint, from a pop culture standpoint, from a mainstream media standpoint, absolutely. Now, and from a bitch ass nigga standpoint, this nigga is trying to sue.
I mean, he said he was going to.
From a bitch ass nigga standpoint, nigga, it's bars, nigga.
He said, "I want to play their favorite song, but no, they like to sue."
Yeah, absolutely. But see, that's how you know. But that's how you know things have changed in the hip hop culture for better or for worse. Because there's one thing that we know in the hip hop culture. This is how you know that battle rapping is some black shit, with the exception of Eminem.
Yeah.
That is it. Battle rapping is some black shit with the exception of Eminem. I don't care what you say. You ain't going to no lawyers. We all watched Straight Outta Compton when they were sitting there listening to No Vaseline. The man was like, "We're going to sue this fucking asshole, Jew bashing motherfucking bullshit." And what Eazy say? "Jerry, you need to calm the fuck down. It's a fucking battle rap."
Have things changed in hip hop for the better?
Look, like I said, that's part of hip hop culture, for better or for worse. I guarantee you this. Now, was this a career destroyer? No, because Drake is a big enough rapper where this is what Drake need to do. If Drake wants his career back at full effect, for one, he has to drop the lawsuit, shut the fuck up for about 8 months to a year, and then come back with bangers. Niggas will forget. No, they won't forget, but they won't forget. They won't forget, but they'll be like, "All right, we can let it go now. It's over with. We can let it go." That's all Drake got to do. He has to, for one, he has to drop the lawsuit, because if he don't drop the lawsuit, he's gonna be labeled with that for life. Matter of fact, he's already gonna be labeled with it for life. So the best thing you can do is just drop the lawsuit. Drop the lawsuit, fall back for take a year off, go on vacation, snort some lines, do whatever it is you rich fuckers do, and come back and make bangers, and you'll be all right. Sometimes, bro, in the hip-hop lane, you have to pick your battles. And sometimes you have to know who to pick your battles with. Some people, you cannot match them lyrically, like Kendrick and Drake. Yeah. Some people you battle are more dangerous than you thought they were. And I'm gonna give you a rap there. I'm gonna give you a beef that you probably like, no way. And I'm gonna say, way.
Okay, lay it on me.
MC Hammer and Jay-Z.
Yeah, man, I didn't see that one coming. I don't think I heard of that one.
MC Hammer and Jay-Z. MC Hammer said some slick shit on a song about Jay-Z, and Hammer's like, "What?" And Hammer came back with a whole video called "Better Run." This was in 2010. And Jay-Z said nothing. Hammer won the battle because Jay-Z said nothing. Do you know why Jay-Z said nothing? Because, like I said, some rappers are more dangerous than you realize. Hammer's not to be fucked with. You okay?
All
right.
You know
okay.
what? now I gotta go listen to the song because
Oh, no, it ain't about the song because it was nothing lyrically that Hammer said that'll make you like, oh, you knew he was talking about Jay-Z, but it's the fact of nigga MC Hammer is probably the most gangster nigga was the most gangster nigga in rap. He just didn't want to give off that personification.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that one out, bro. Because
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
if you telling me I gotta be scared of high top fades and flag pants, bro.
You said what? No, see, everybody look at Hammer and look at the parachute pants and be like too legit to quit and shit. Bruh. All you gotta do your research, bruh. Hammer was not that dude to be trifled with. I'm just listen. Just listen. Just listen.
Remember, Third Base had dissed MC Hammer.
Yeah.
And he told this whole long story about how MC Hammer put a hit out on these dudes.
Yes, they
with
did.
like the Crips in LA.
Yes.
To the point.
I believe it. Yes.
Yeah.
MC Hammer don't fucking play. And believe me, you not. If they would have came back in LA and that word was crossed, they probably would have got touched. It was serious. Hammer, y'all got to do the knowledge on Hammer, man. Yo, even when I said about Hammer, I said, listen to my first album. When I did the skit, and I was like, you know what? That goddamn MC Hammer, fuck him, fuck his mama, and the whole nine. That nigga came up to me on MTV Cribs on the last episode they had where everybody out on, not MTV Cribs, sorry about that, I'm zoned. On the last Dr. Dre and Ed Lover on MTV. When they had the last episode.
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah, Yo MTV Raps. When the last episode they shot, when they had everybody rapping on it, MC Hammer was there. That nigga approached me. He was like, Red, I'm going to tell you something. You young, but I don't allow nobody talking about my mama. You understand me? I said, yes, sir. Because, we was already in Oakland with EPMD, and we damn near had to bounce up out of there for that. Because they had niggas back here. We had to get the fuck out of here. They wasn't playing. We was almost boxed in. And I'm at a young age, too. I'm like, yo, this nigga is not playing. And he seen me at MTV Cribs. He shook my hand. He was like, you're a youngin'. I like what you do. But you just know I don't play nobody talking about my mama. And I was like, you right, man. Now, I wasn't cool. I wasn't no pussy, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, my nigga, you know what I mean? But I was like, yes, sir, MC Hammer. In other words, I got the message. I heard about you, and I seen your work and what the 357 and all them motherfuckers could do. I seen that shit. I'm good, my brother, because I got to come to the West Coast and get money. I like it out there. I like the Bay Area. So, yeah, fuck that. You right. I won't talk about your mama, but.
Wait, you say the 357, you're talking about Oaktown
357?
Oaktown.
Hold on, A Boogie.
I'm hearing them.
God damn it.
To get at another rapper, you had to go.
RIP Tupac, Shakur, and Biggie Smalls. Check. Or just coming to your block or setting that, whatever. It was definitely more right there in your face kind of thing than, to now where you can just communicate through social media and y'all can quiet the beef down. And that's good. That's good that y'all have a social media platform where y'all can squash the beef, where y'all don't have to meet each other at y'all show and the sound check and fuck the show up for everybody. That's fucking good. But back then we have that communication, and we was that goddamn MC Hammer very serious about beef. Y'all motherfuckers laugh and y'all joke about Hammer. No. That nigga was deep with niggas. And he used to anybody who talk shit come to the Bay Area, they was in for it. Because we seen it. I seen it. And he was very serious about beef. Oh, you gonna talk about my dancing pants? I see you. And he will whoop a nigga out. Our era was
Outkast, they did an interview. MTV Raps did an interview with Outkast. They said the same thing. They said, run up on Hammer if you want to. They said, Hammer will beat your motherfucking ass. They said, Hammer will beat your motherfucking ass. See, this ain't this era of beef. See, before the internet, niggas had to go see a nigga. That's why you couldn't do hit 'em up. Niggas died over that shit. Niggas think Hammer because Too Legit, Hammer Pants, and MC Hammer was niggas don't see, people of this generation don't realize that at one point MC Hammer was the biggest rapper in the world. He was the biggest rapper in the world, not because of his bars, but because he could put on a show, because he was an entertainer. There was a point in time when I was a kid, they was having questions. Who dances better, Hammer or Michael Jackson? I'm not making this up. Hammer was an entertainer, and he didn't carry himself. He tried to promote the kids to do good things. That's why you ain't see Hammer rapping about guns and shit, all of that shit. That's why when he came out with Pumps and a Bump, ain't nobody take him seriously. They're like, this Hammer, man. We got to pray just to make it today. Hammer had a fucking cartoon. He had a doll. This nigga over there, he had I'm sorry, Hammer, an action figure. Okay, I'm serious. Hammer was the biggest rapper in the world. But cross that nigga. Cross that. Why you think Jay-Z ain't say nothing? Because Jay-Z would have been touched. That's what I said. You got to pick your battles. Just like Drake. I guarantee you Drake ain't never going. If anybody ever try to battle with Drake again, Drake going to fall back. Because the first thing going to be like, oh, can't battle you. You going to get lawyers, you snitch ass nigga.
Maybe. I guess it depends on who it be. No. That lawyer shit is labeled for life. That lawyer shit, that's unprecedented, nigga. You've never in the history of rap beef heard of one rapper filing a lawsuit. You can say it's against the record company, whatever, but it's for the song that the rapper did. Whatever. I mean, it's gonna fall flat in court.
It is gonna fall flat because you got to learn how to use wordplay.
Exactly.
Because he's gonna say, well, he called me a pedophile. Actually, technically, no, he didn't. He never in the song said, Drake, you're a pedophile. He never said that. If you listen to his rhymes, he said, say Drake, I hear you like him young. Young. He never said, hey Drake, say Drake, I hear you like him underaged. Saying that you like him young, Drake's 37 years old. If he decides to get with a 19-year-old, ain't that young?
That's young.
But that's legal. He never said, say Drake, I hear you like him underaged. He never said that.
The certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
But he never said, Drake, you're a certified pedophile. He never said that.
That's true. He says certified lover boy.
Certified lover boy. Hey, that's the name of Drake's album, but that's not the name of Aubrey Graham.
I mean, the dude got a lot of aliases, but I'm picking up what you put down.
And pick up what I'm putting down here. Look up the definition of certified lover boy in other countries. Not in the U.S. dictionary. No, I'm serious. Look up the definition of certified lover boy in other countries. You know what you'll find? It's a person who participates in human trafficking. I'm not making this up.
That's wild.
I'm not making this up, bro. I'm not saying this shit for shock value. No. Look up the definition of lover boy. Google definition of lover boy in other countries and see what you find.
Not the human trafficking.
So his lawsuit is going to fall on deaf ears in the court of law because wordplay, he never called him anything. He said, say Drake, I hear you like him young. We as fans, the dude put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Hey, Lomar, man, I'm giving y'all gold tonight, bro. I'm giving y'all gold. I'm giving y'all gold tonight, my man. You got to pick your battles. Drake will never pick to battle with anybody again in his rap career. He will not do it. I promise you. Because he has stained himself in battle rap. And like his reputation is already stained enough.
I don't care what Lil Boosie says, and I don't fully disagree with Lil Boosie on what he said. But he's
What
stayed.
Boosie say?
Boosie said he doesn't think it's cool of people who Drake has helped out. He's helped their careers out, coming out and kind of dissing him on Not Like Us, kind of riding the Kendrick wave. I don't disagree with that, because if you're supposed to be my nigga, be my nigga.
Exactly.
You know, even if you like the song, keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Drake liked the song too.
No, Drake hate that motherfucker. Drake hate that mother. Drake hate that. If it wasn't about him, Drake would love the song.
Oh yeah.
But one thing Drake has to understand, bro, you put out diss records on him too. You know what I'm saying? You put out diss records on him too. It's not like you was minding your own business and Kendrick Lamar just came out with Not Like Us for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? Drake, you put out diss records too. Your shits just didn't win Grammys.
Yeah, they just weren't as catchy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Earlier on, he drew blood.
Remember when he had the beef with Meek Mill? And everybody sided with Drake. Everything was all peachy cream too. Everything was all good. Then Meek Mill ain't filed no fucking lawsuit. He took the L. He took it on the chin, and moved on with life.
That's all.
But that's that white boy coming out in Drake. That's that male Karen coming out in Drake. That's that only child white boy syndrome coming out in Drake. You're not going to do this to me. You're not going to stain my character like that. Like, hold on. But and that's what the judge is. That's what the judge going to tell him, bro.
He's been the biggest artist, hip hop wise, in the world for almost over a decade. So it makes sense.
We can call it, what is it, 2025? We can call it a decade. We can call it over a decade.
Oh yeah, over a decade. He's been one of the biggest artists in the world.
No question.
Some people just not.
And
some people just not used to getting punched in the mouth.
And he picked the wrong nigga. He should have known when J. Cole dropped out. Because J. Cole is a far better lyricist than Drake. And J. Cole said, I'm made second person. I made that song. He said, I'm sorry. When J. Cole said, nope, I'm good. I don't want no part of this. The light bulb should have went off in Drake's head. Because J. Cole is a far superior lyricist than Drake. And he said, I don't want none of this nigga. But he's like, I'm Drake. I'm fucking Aubrey. I can take anybody.
You just don't like light-skinned niggas. That's what it says.
I have nothing against light-skinned people. Bro, I have nothing against light-skinned people, bro. Nothing. My mama
Mahomes, Drake.
My mama light-skinned, bro. I don't have nothing against light-skinned people.
Yeah.
No, Patrick Mahomes is a bitch-ass nigga when it comes to football. I have nothing against Patrick Mahomes, the person. But Patrick Mahomes, the football player, is a bitch-ass nigga. And I'm a Drake fan, bro. I got plenty of Drake songs. But pulling that move in a rap battle, bro, that's some.
Definitely was not a good look.
Nah.
But like you said, give it 8 months to a year. Drop another.
But he has to shut the fuck up now, bro. Because Kendrick's going on tour, which you only gonna hear A minor screamed in about 30 more fucking stadiums.
Man.
Because what did you think of the halftime show? You weren't on here Sunday. What did you think of the halftime show?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
It was theater, right?
But I mean, Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite artists. One of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. And his thing is he has grown into an entertainer, especially when it comes to symbolism with his songs and all that. Having Samuel L. Jackson out there as Uncle Sam.
That was funny as a bitch.
That was funny as hell.
That was
having Serena Crip walk. That see,
I didn't even know that was Serena at first. She done lost weight.
Yeah, she was
looking good too.
Yeah, she looked nice.
Yeah, she looking good. Girl, Serena, boy, leave that billionaire you with. Take half his shit. Come on, see your boy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, A Boogie. I'm sorry.
Boy, you but yeah, no, phenomenal performance. Looking forward to the next album if he don't retire after this.
He ain't gonna retire, bro.
We'll see. He might pull 103,000, disappear for a decade, and drop a flute or a triangle album.
He ain't gonna retire. I could see him making maybe like little little G and X type of albums for the time being, like, you know, little 6 or 8 track albums, but I don't think he's gonna retire. You know, I think it's still too much meat on the bone. But I never got your opinion. Let's go back to sports now that you done came up on here. What'd you think about the game, bro?
That was the most ass Super Bowl I have ever
Oh,
watched in my entire
sir.
life.
How did I say that game was gonna go?
You were right. It was gonna be a blowout. And I was like, nah. Bro, in my heart of hearts, I was like, this is gonna be a shootout. They're going back and forth. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, they finna go back and forth. Boy, Jalen Hurts tore that motherfucker. And then the cherry on top was his Jordan release afterwards. I was like, damn, son, that's tough. I promise you, they both had them boys sitting at the table and be like, whoever win this Super Bowl getting a Jordan contract.
Hey, say that one more again. How did I call that game?
You said it was going to be a blowout, Eagles side. So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Good call, but I was not expecting that. That many turnovers just in the first half was absolutely egregious.
You see what happened when you ain't got the refs playing for you?
Mm-hmm.
And they tried it too. That first drop, I ain't lying to you. I damn near turned the game off after that first call on AJ Brown. If I won't, because bro, by the time, you know, we had talked for a minute on Sunday. Mm-hmm. By the time we got off the phone and I started cooking, bro, I was back to moving like I was 80 again. I felt horrible all over again. And I saw that fucking penalty. I said, I don't even want to watch this shit no more. By the time I got back in the living room, they had given the Eagles a makeup call. That hit on Goddard.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. So the Eagles went up 7-0. I said, okay, let me see where this go from here. Like, that Eagles defense looked kind of good.
I remember specifically saying I expect the Chiefs to win, but the Eagles scoring first, hands down, no questions.
Yeah.
The first quarter, I was like, all right, let them have it. But when they went up 24-0 in the first, I was like, this is about to be the worst ass whooping, or this is about to be the craziest comeback in Super Bowl history.
Well, this is the way I looked at it. When it was 7-0, I was like, yeah, Eagles defense looking kind of good. When it was 10-0, I was like, okay, seen this before. But that drive when they had back-to-back sacks and then that pick six, I said, by that time, I'm making plates for the kids. And he threw that motherfucking pick. And DeJean ran that shit back. I said, oh, they in trouble. I said, because the Eagles defense got fire in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I said, these motherfuckers ain't playing. I said, this bitch about to get ugly.
And we know they're a physical defense, but God, dang, them boys that front line was aggressive.
And when he threw that second pick to Bond before halftime, and it was 24-0, my uncle hit me up and saying, you remember 28-3? I said, the damn defense for Philly barely been on the field. I said, Kansas City ain't past midfield yet. I said, Philly's defense is fresh as a daisy. I said, they got fire and they got them. I said, this shit's a wrap. I said, it's a wrap. I said, bruh. I said, you know what? I take my uncle, I said, Kansas City might not score. And it was 34-0.
Mm-hmm.
They scored that touchdown. Eagles got a field goal, then strip sack Mahomes. I was like, I said, okay, well, I called them to throw 40 up on the niggas. I said, they're going to throw 40 up on the niggas. When it was 40-6, Kansas City put their third stringers in. That's what I'm telling people.
Yeah.
Don't take that 40-22 score. Don't take that shit for what it was. I said, think about this. Hey, Boogie. I said, in the last 20 minutes of actual game time, the Chiefs outscored the Eagles 22-6, and they still lost by 3 possessions. That was a one-way ass whipping. When I talk about impressive defensive games, I'm talking about with the intensity that they played with.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen a defense play that aggressive since, honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny, since Seattle whooped our ass when they beat us 43-8 when we had Peyton. And now, don't get me wrong, because 2 years later, see, the difference is Seattle and 2 years later, Denver, when we beat Carolina, we were a better defense. We were a more historic defense, but we had to play Carolina different because Cam Newton was on the other side. So you know Patrick Mahomes is elusive, but Cam Newton's another fucking running back.
Yeah.
So we had to play him different. Even though we ran a 3-4 defense, so we rushed with our 3. We had Vaughn on one side, DeMarcus on the other. Only on third downs did we send both. Only on third down will we send all 3 and Vaughn and DeMarcus. On the rest of on downs 1, 1, and 2, we were sending one or the other, the 3 and one or the other. One or the other, either Vaughn or DeMarcus was dropping back into coverage, and we beat their ass. The only reason, I'm being honest with you, if Peyton Manning wasn't shot, what up, Eddie? If Peyton Manning wasn't shot, we'd have thrown up 40 on Carolina. If Peyton Manning wasn't shot, we'd have thrown, because coming into that Super Bowl, when the matchup was set, after when we beat New England, and oddly enough, we beat New England the day before London was born. When we beat New England, and when Carolina beat Arizona, I was laughing my ass off. I was going back to Teleperformance saying, nigga. It's like, man, Cam about to beat your ass. I said, you don't know football, nigga. I said, we are the worst matchup that the Panthers could have got. I said, we are going to dominate Cam Newton, because why? We're a bad matchup. 2, our cornerbacks are better than their receivers. Carolina, I said Carolina don't have a chance in hell. I said the only way we lose that game is if Peyton Manning fucked that game up. I said literally all Peyton Manning had to do was throw screen passes and hand the ball off. The defense would do the fucking rest, and that's what happened. But so we had to stay honest just a little bit, not because of their receivers, but because of Cam, because of his ability to take off and how big he was. The Eagles just pinned their ears back. Once that bitch got to 17-0, they said, nigga, it's go time. It's go time. You be lucky to finish the game, little bitch ass nigga. So now,
bullied the hell out of them boys.
So let me ask you something. Where do you put Jalen Hurts now?
Top. After winning a Super Bowl, it's difficult not to say number 1. But yeah, I mean, he is the number 1 quarterback in the league right now.
You see things the way I see it. Because I'm watching these sports shows like First Things First, a show that I love. But Patrick Mahomes is number 1. And then the second tier is Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. And then the third tier is Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. What? Hold up. No, bro, I'm not going off of what the fuck you did in 2023, 22, 20. No. I'm talking about what the hell I just seen. And this is the 3rd straight time I've seen Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes play against each other, and Jalen Hurts has outplayed him each time. Jalen Hurts, to me, is the top dog.
Yeah.
He the top dog. He don't have to have the stats that y'all want him to have. See, you a little too young to remember Troy Aikman's career. And I don't say that trying to sound like the old head, because I'm a early 80s baby, 83. You 91.
Mm-hmm.
So you was born right when Aikman's career really started to take off. But if you look at Aikman's career, that's all Jalen Hurts has to do. And the thing about Philadelphia is they're not going nowhere. That team is built to last, bro. They built for the long haul because and I don't know if Eddie is still on here or not. Maybe he can appreciate this comment. These Philadelphia Eagles are built like a combination of the early to mid-90s Cowboys and 49ers all put into one. I'll give the examples why. Cowboys had a dominant offensive line. Eagles had a dominant offensive line. The Cowboys and the 49ers had a dominant defensive line. The Eagles have dominant defensive line. The receiver sets, Cowboys had Irvin and Harper. 49ers had Rice and Taylor. Tight ends, even. Brent Jones, Jay Novacek, Dallas Goedert. Cowboys had that dominating. Why Aikman didn't have to do so much work is because you could hand that ball off to Emmitt Smith, and Emmitt Smith and that line would dominate. What did Jalen Hurts do the majority of the season? Handed that ball to Saquon Barkley, and him and that line dominated. Here's the difference. While Aikman could hand that ball off to Emmitt and he could dominate, you know, this was how you stop Dallas. If you shut down Emmitt, you could shut down. You could just key in on Aikman and have a better chance of shutting down the offense. If you shut down Saquon, as you saw in the Super Bowl, you can't necessarily shut down the Eagles in that offense because of Jalen Hurts. That brings in the 49ers. Steve Young was a threat to run with the ball like Jalen Hurts. And as a running back coming out the backfield, taking as a receiver, Ricky Waters was a threat to hit his head on the goalpost every time Steve Young threw him the ball, just like Saquon Barkley is a better receiving threat out the backfield than Emmitt Smith was. So that's why I say a combination of 49ers and Cowboys all rolled into one. The Eagles are going nowhere.
Not anytime.
And Hurts is under contract. And AJ Smitty under contract. Goddard under contract. O-line under contract. You got some decisions to make with Zach Bond. A couple of your D linemen. I wouldn't go after Myles Garrett if I was Philadelphia. I would thank you, Eddie. I wouldn't go after Myles Garrett if I was Philadelphia, because I'm gonna tell you who's gonna get Myles Garrett. It's gonna be motherfucking Washington. Because they have the money and the cap. No, they have the cap space.
No, you're right. I remember we were talking about it, but you're right.
Yeah, they have cap space to get him. They asked the question on First Take today, who should be the most angry in the NFC about the Eagles winning? Should it be the Giants, the Commanders, or the Cowboys? You know somebody had to say the motherfucking Cowboys. You get paid to say that shit.
Yeah, essentially get paid to bring their name up at least 3 times a day.
What do you think?
Washington. I'm gonna definitely say Washington.
Hmm?
I'm gonna definitely say Washington.
Why you say that?
If I'm Jaden Daniels, I got a fire underneath my butt, because to play as well as they did all season long, just to get dominated like that. The truth of the matter is that the Eagles was a better team. There's no two ways around it. But then going into the next season, just like you said, they're coming back with practically the same squad. So now what are we going to do differently to hedge ourselves against this Super Bowl team who's got a fire underneath them?
Okay, you say Washington.
Yeah.
This is how I think the Giants should feel the worst, but I think the Cowboys and the Commanders should be the angriest. The Giants should feel the worst because you let him walk out for nothing. The Commanders and the Cowboys should be mad at the Giants and be like, why did you do that? Because if I'm the Commanders, because I'm going to be honest with you, the Cowboys are on that nowhere ship headed down fast, and I fucking love it. If you're the Commanders, the Giants are too. But if you're the Commanders, yeah, they're going to be a team that's standing in your way, but you are set up to go toe-to-toe with them for the foreseeable future. Think about this. They just went to the NFC Championship game. They have $90 million in cap space. Jaden Daniels on a rookie contract. You are in the best position to get Myles Garrett. Not just Myles Garrett for the defensive end. You could fuck around and get T. Higgins to run along with Terry McLaurin. Or even trade to get Cooper Kupp to run across, or Deebo Samuel. You're in position to get another big-time wide receiver to run with Terry McLaurin. If I'm the Commanders, I'm like, let's go. Because you're in position to have your team go toe for toe with them for the foreseeable future. I see this before you came on. I said the most realistic chance I could see somebody coming out of the NFC other than the Eagles is the Commanders or Detroit. And that depends on what Detroit does with their OC.
Yeah. Man, that's gonna be a tough matchup going into next season. I definitely hear what you're saying in terms of their cap space being open. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they pick up Myles Garrett. I think they become incredibly competitive, even if they don't get a Deebo Samuels or a Kupp.
But see, the thing is, they will probably try to go after T. Higgins first because he's a free agent, and I don't think the Bengals are going to franchise him again. You can go after T. Higgins and give up nothing. So you'd have to trade for Cooper Kupp or you'd have to trade for Deebo Samuels.
Mhm.
So if I wanted to get another receiver, I would specifically go after T. Higgins because they got the money to make him leave Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's a good strategy.
And he'd be closer to home because he a Clemson boy.
We'll see what kind of smart moves they make, but there'll definitely be somebody to watch coming out of the NFC next year.
No question. No question, bro. No question.
But we got to see Detroit put some paws on some folks again.
I want to see what Detroit is going to do with their OC because you know now Kellen Moore is now the coach of the New Orleans Saints.
Is he?
That was the Eagles' offensive coordinator. So you talking about Jalen Hurts having to learn another offensive coordinator. That's the crazy thing about today's NFL as opposed to when I was growing up. You know, if you have a hot coordinator, chances are he not going to stick around long because he's going to be offered a head coaching job. Doesn't mean it's going to work because some guys are better coordinators than coaches. Vic Fangio. He was our coach for 3 years. We were great on defense. We sucked everywhere else.
What was the name of the dude who was OC with Patriots, but he went to go be the head
Josh
coach?
McDaniels.
There you go.
He's back with the Patriots, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, good for him. At least he got his job back.
Yeah, he's back with whatchamajigga? Vrabel signed him because Josh McDaniels he ain't getting no another head coaching job. He had 2 bites at the apples and got fired in mid-season by both teams.
Which was rough. Oh my God, that's gotta be tough.
So some people are better. Like now, Fangio, he the new Jim Johnson. He ain't leaving the Eagles. The Eagles probably told him, "Man, name your contract. You can be defensive coordinator until you're done with football." But now I'm interested to see who's the OC. Do they hire? Do they promote somebody from in-house, or do they go out and try to get somebody else? Because this is literally the 3rd straight year where they're going to have a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, you're going into a new season anyway, so why not externally hire? I guess.
Because if they go out and get Mike McCarthy, I'm be like, y'all just took a step back.
Come on, man.
The only reason why I say that is because because Kellen Moore got fired in Dallas, and Mike McCarthy said he was going to do what Kellen Moore did with the Eagles this season with Dallas, but instead did the exact opposite. I'm being dead ass serious.
Which is why he's looking for a job now.
Exactly. He said, no, we need to run the ball more. Kellen Moore was about it, and this motherfucker throwing 80% of the time. And then he went and was the offensive coordinator of the Chargers with Justin Herbert, but under their coach, Brandon Staley, dumbass, the dumbest coach in the NFL. Got with the Eagles, got with the right running back, got with the right O-line. I don't know how you're gonna do with the Saints because he don't have a quarterback. But that remains to be seen.
Oh wait, because Derek Carr is still hurt, right?
Derek Carr is now a free agent, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, I hope they bring that boy back, man. He was trying his best, man. Because remember earlier on this season,
that was 2 games, bro.
But hey,
they look great those 2 games. But what happened after that, bro? Niggas had the Saints in the Super Bowl after 2 games. 2.
He was putting up points, man. He was putting up some damn points.
2 games.
You know how it is. Early season.
I know everybody overreacts.
We're looking for contenders.
Did you see Luka's first game as a Laker?
I saw some highlights. I saw the dime pass he threw to LeBron. I was like, all right, they gelling. They working well. It
was a good win. I'm just going to be realistic. They played one of the worst teams in basketball. I have to see them in a game against a team that it matters in the West. I mean, Utah is 12-40. You know, I want to see them play against Houston or Denver or OKC, because the Lakers right now are fourth in the West. We're playing good ball. I'm not gonna front. We're playing good ball. We're not gonna front. I'm not gonna front. But I have to see, you know, that Mark Williams trade that got rescinded, because remember what I told you about that?
Oh, did it?
Yes, it
I didn't
did.
know it got rescinded.
He failed the physical. What did I tell you? I said the only thing that worries me is that he's only played in 23 games. Failed the physical. Trade got rescinded.
Damn.
So we're still small.
He
Now
can come to Miami.
Now the trade deadline done passed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good luck next year.
So now let me tell you a news report that I just heard before we get out of here. A news report that I just heard tonight. Then this is serious. This was in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know if you heard about this or not. This happened about 6-7 days ago. There's a lady and her daughter in Walmart. The lady just bought a flat screen TV. All right. So her receipt flew out the bag. And you know, when you leave Walmart and you have something that's not in the bag, the security asked you to show a receipt.
Yeah.
So, you know, the receipt flew out her bag. The security said, nope, well, I'm not letting you leave the store until you show a receipt. So the lady flags down the cashier who rung her up, and the cashier says, yeah, she bought this television. You know. But the security is like, nope, I want a receipt. I want a receipt. So the lady's like, man, whatever. Leaves out the store, getting somebody to help her put the TV in her car, puts her daughter in the car seat. Security has now called the police.
Right.
So the police comes. This is a rookie cop who has a reputation for being overzealous and overdramatic.
Oh, man.
See where this is going? Oh, you have no idea where this is going, sir. Sounds the same. You have no idea. So the police officer comes to her, hand on gun. You know, you stole this TV. They're going back and forth. I paid for this TV. I paid for this TV. Eventually, the arguing turns into the cop hitting her in the ribs, putting her hands behind her back, and putting her in a chokehold.
Bruh.
Putting her in a chokehold. The 6-year-old daughter gets out of her car seat. Mom has a strap in the glove compartment.
Nah, chill out.
6-year-old gets the strap. The mom is pretty much choked out. The 6-year-old screaming, please get off my mother. Please leave my mother alone. The police officer pulls a weapon on the child. Gun goes off. Bang! The child shot the cop in the eye. The 6-year-old daughter kills the cop. So she immediately drops the gun, runs to her mom, screaming, Mommy, wake up. The mom starts to regain consciousness. The police come. Now they have to do an extensive investigation. What does the investigation show? That the mother indeed did pay for the television by looking at the security camera, and the child was acting in self-defense, protecting her mother. They are scot-free.
Sucks that that cop got killed, but that's justice.
Now, if you were to play the blame game, who would you put that one on?
Oh, security guard for sure.
There you go.
That was incredibly ignorant. If
There you
it
go.
was really that serious, you could have went
There
to
you go.
customer service. They could have ran the card, pulled the tapes, pulled the
Mhm.
receipt, all of that. Yeah,
All of
he inadvertently caused that sequence of events. So
Mhm.
I hope he can't sleep at night until he repents.
I hope
for
he
that.
can't either.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Sucks that that cop got killed. I'm glad that lady didn't get killed, and it sucks for that kid because that kid's gonna be messed up for a long time.
That kid gonna be fucked up for life.
A
Now they treating her
long
like a
time.
hero in Detroit, but she gonna be fucked up for life.
She's gonna be messed up, and treating her like a hero is the worst thing they could do.
Yeah.
That's bad business. That's bad business. But man, that's tragic. That whole situation, even though things didn't turn out at the way we thought they were, it's still tragic.
Yeah, because but even and it sucks that the cop had to die, 28-year-old rookie cop. It sucks that cop had to die, but the cop in that situation could have also said, well, hey, look, let's go watch the surveillance tape instead of being overzealous, near somebody and putting them in a chokehold.
Yeah, because I don't see, and maybe I had to watch the videos. I just don't see someone. I just don't see the need to fight a mom putting a TV in a car. It's not that serious.
An unarmed mom at that.
Yeah, yeah. No, we could have easily went back inside, watched the tapes, or hell, even just went back to the cashier and be like, "Hey, did you see this woman actually purchase it?" Be like, yeah, she purchased it. That's it. That's the end of it. Pull it up on your bank statement. It's pending. That's it. That's crazy, man. Somebody had to lose their life because folks don't want to just slow down for a little bit, man. You just gotta slow down. And that's crazy because at my Walmart, the people there know me so well. I don't even show them the receipt. I just walk out. They see me, we nod heads, and I just walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah, man. I want you to check this out, hey Boogie. Say it. I ain't making this up.
7:45 p.m. On February 2nd, a routine shopping trip at the Walmart Supercenter in Novi, Michigan, turned into a life-altering event for 38-year-old Denise Williams and her 6-year-old daughter, Aaliyah. On what seemed like an ordinary day, Denise purchased a Samsung 75-inch smart TV. As she approached the exit, her receipt unknowingly slipped from her purse. Unaware of this, Denise continued toward the doors, where Trevor McCaffrey, the employee tasked with checking receipts, stopped her and asked for proof of purchase. Realizing her receipt was missing, Denise calmly explained the situation and flagged down the cashier who had just processed her transaction. Although the cashier confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV, McCaffrey refused to let her leave, insisting she could not exit without a receipt. Frustrated but determined not to cause a scene, Denise proceeded to her SUV and waved down a nearby man in the parking lot, asking for help to load the large TV into her vehicle. As the man began assisting her, a police car suddenly pulled up. Officer Lindsay Carter, a 28-year-old rookie with a reputation for being overly zealous, exited the vehicle with her hand already resting on her holstered gun. McCaffrey had called the police, claiming Denise had stolen the TV and assaulted him on her way out. Officer Carter immediately confronted Denise, accusing her of theft and demanding that she put her hands behind her back. Denise, caught off guard, tried to explain that she had paid for the TV and that the cashier could confirm it, but Carter's tone grew increasingly aggressive. When Denise hesitated to comply with being handcuffed, pleading that she had done nothing wrong, Officer Carter responded with unnecessary force. She grabbed Denise by the arm, struck her in the ribs, and forced her to the ground, placing her in a chokehold as Denise gasped for air. Aaliyah, still seated in the SUV, watched in horror as her mother struggled. Panicking, she remembered the firearm her mother kept in the glove compartment for protection, a weapon Denise had taught her to handle safely. Acting out of fear and desperation, Aaliyah retrieved the gun, stepped out of the SUV, and pointed it at Officer Carter, screaming for her to stop. When Carter turned toward Aaliyah and appeared to reach for her own weapon, Aaliyah fired a single, precise shot, striking the officer in the eye. Carter collapsed to the ground dead. Aaliyah immediately dropped the gun and rushed to her mother's side, sobbing and begging for her to wake up. Denise regained consciousness moments later as more officers arrived on the scene. Both she and Aaliyah were taken into custody. However, after a thorough investigation, Denise was cleared of any wrongdoing. The lost receipt was recovered, and security footage confirmed that Denise had paid for the TV and had not assaulted McCaffrey. The footage also revealed Officer Carter's excessive use of force, which had escalated the situation unnecessarily. Aaliyah's actions were deemed justifiable, as she acted in defense of her mother's life. The incident has ignited widespread debate about systemic racism, the criminalization of Black shoppers, and the excessive force used by law enforcement.
Now you see that? You see that, A Boogie?
Mm-hmm.
So automatic. Black shopper, no receipt, a thief. You good, bud? I'm sorry. Why you doing? I had to take Roman temperature because when I got home today, they shut the daycare down early because of the snow. But Roman was sick. Roman was dealing with the shit I was dealing with.
Wow.
Threw up all over the damn place. But no, I didn't resurrect this boy because he up bouncing around now. He's
Glad
an
to see
injury.
both y'all doing better.
Yeah, he had a fever too. Yeah, but he was out bouncing around. Come up, pat me on the back. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I mean, dead ass serious. He right here looking at me. No, don't get on camera, dude. Your hair look crazy. You've been in the bed all day. Now watch, his ass ain't gonna go to sleep tonight because he been asleep all day. I mean, he was out of it. I ain't gonna lie, he was out of it. Like he really was. I know he was sick because he was out. But now his ass is wide awake now. You gotta go to school in the morning. They said they open up. They open the school tomorrow. You gotta take you behind the school tomorrow.
Dang, that's tough. I ain't gotta go to work. I ain't gotta go to the office tomorrow. That's
So
crazy.
get your ass to bed. I'm just playing. Look. He saw a look on his face. No, you got virtual, man. You ain't gotta go to school.
That was wild.
Yeah,
bro.
you do have virtual. No, you do have virtual, but no, you don't have school tomorrow. Yeah, they've used their snow days up. Remember when it was snowing right after Christmas break?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, they've used all their snow days up, but they do have to go virtual.
Well, that's good that they still got that option.
You just get your virtual work. You did all your work for today, right? Okay. Well, I'm glad you're better. I know you. Go tell your mother. Go call your mother and tell her that you feel better. Because he damn sure is bouncing around the house now. Like a little Mexican monkey. Boing, 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 boing. What you looking at? Yeah, I said it.
You wild, bro. All right, man. Let me go on and get off the bed. I gotta.
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here too because like they say, they said all of the school stuff is virtual, but like as far as the county employees, they saying all the building stuff is a 2-hour delay. So I don't know if that means if I have training tomorrow or not, And then on top of that, there's the daycare. Like telling people, I got 2 jobs right for the time being. I have 2 jobs.
Hey.
But I had to get my boy his health right. I had to get him good.
Yeah.
Because when I came home, man, it was throw up all over the bed. I was like, God, because my stomach was, because last night was another night where I was up all night with the stomach bug.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to the daycare, I was off barely any sleep. And then all the moving around the kids had my stomach queasy. So when I picked up London, I got home, I'm like, good, I can come home and chill. I walk upstairs, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, God damn. So I had to take all of this shit. I had to take it down to the laundry room, and I'm like, damn. That's like almost 2 hours. I got home at what? 1:45. I ain't get done with all that till almost 5 o'clock, bro. So then I'm like, yeah, man. And all this time, he is just a zombie. And I'm like, you done caught the shit that I got.
Mm-hmm.
He a zombie, but now he got that spring in his step. He good. His fever is down to normal. He back. So I gave him, his mom bought him some chicken noodle soup. I cooked it for him. So yeah, he's straight. He's straight. That's what I said at the beginning of the show. I said, when my kids are sick, I know what the fuck to do. You ain't got to worry about it. I know what to just bring them on over here. I know what the fuck to do. I know how to get him. I know how to get him better. He's on fresh sheets, fresh pajamas. Mm-hmm. And I'm the one that's still kind of fucked up because my stomach's still queasy.
I'm the one that still
That's
got
parent. That's parent life, bro. We're gonna get them good, and we still struggling.
you brand new, nigga. You ain't got to tell me.
Trust me, it ain't sweet over here either. It is not sweet.
You gotta let me know what's up with you Saturday, bro, because I'll pull up.
Yeah. No, I text you the address, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, okay. No question. Because I'm about to get out of here too. Because I don't know, what my schedule's gonna look like tomorrow, and it's a little past 10 o'clock. I'm gonna watch these old fucking basketball games because now football season is over. I don't know what I'm gonna do now with myself and my life.
Time to watch the Heat struggle. That's why we got Dusty Vibe.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Next month is March Madness. That's honestly that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That little 2-week period. That's my favorite shit right there. And the thing is that the crazy thing is that college sports now, particularly football and basketball, is so hard. You can only keep up with name of university now because they're gonna have to bring some type of order to the transfer portal.
At this point, might as well keep the jerseys blank. Keep the jerseys.
I mean, because I love the NIL shit, but they're gonna have to bring some kind of order to the transfer portal. They're gonna have to get these players to start signing contracts. No, I'm serious, bro. Because bro. No, I'm serious. Because what's his name? The quarterback for Georgia. The dude who was a quarterback for Georgia. He done transferred. He gonna be Miami quarterback next year.
Them boys not playing, man. They trying to get paid every which way.
I ain't bullshitting. You got niggas in college basketball who've been there for 5 and 6 years.
They superseded. They were superseded.
Yeah. Wow. These niggas have graduated. Y'all graduated 2 years ago. Why the hell are y'all still playing in college?
Why would I even try to go to the league?
Yeah, RJ Davis, who been with North Carolina since 2019. You got Caleb Love, who's with Arizona, was with North Carolina in 2019, all the way up until 2023. Now he with Arizona. I'm like, do y'all think y'all not gonna make it in the NBA or something?
That's kind of what it feels like.
It is kind of what it feel like.
It's starting to feel like.
Nigga, you can't be a career college player, bro.
Who says who? Ain't no age to college. Last time
you gonna have a college player be trying to be like LeBron. I'm gonna stay here till my son come to school.
Because I'm gonna have to look and see. I don't think there's no age as long as you enroll.
Miami had a 27-year-old tight end.
Yeah. Sounds legal to me.
Man, bro, go to the XFL or something, nigga. Get the fuck out of college, bro.
Not the XFL.
Go to the XFL or something, nigga.
For what?
You 27 years old and you still winking at fucking freshman cheerleaders.
Man,
I'm getting paid. I hear you like I'm young.
I got a $7 million contract. I'm gonna go to XFL to make $25,000 a year, man.
Hey, bro, it don't matter. But hey, look, you made your $7 million. Now leave. When does eligibility run up? God damn.
I promise you, that's gonna have to be the conversation now.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to have some kind of rules and they're gonna have to have some kind of regulations about the transfer shit. Because ever since COVID, the transfer portal, and I like it because it's free agency, but like niggas is bouncing from university to university every year. I'm like, hold on, come on, dog. Come on, bro. Like, look, I mean, damn. Like, if you sign a letter of a commitment, you're gonna have to be here at least 2 years.
That would be my thing.
Yeah, and you gotta be here at least 2 years. So after 2 years, you can either go pro or transfer, especially basketball.
Yeah. Or you hit them with guaranteed versus contract money. So it's like, hey, if you play here all 4 years, you get the entire amount. But this is your guaranteed amount is like 30% of whatever the contract is.
Yeah, see, trust me, that's gonna be here in the near future. Because when I heard that, I'm like, they said Georgia quarterback going to Miami. I'm like,
He announced that before the national championship game. I'm like, God damn.
That boy already knew he was out of there.
Like, what the fuck?
It's the new career, man. It makes sense. It's the new career. Why would I graduate and go get a job when?
Because they know Cam Ward probably going to be the number 1 overall pick. Miami knew they was probably going to be shit next season. We got to get somebody. That's why the hell Nick Saban retired. That's why Mike Krzyzewski retired. That's why Tony Bennett, the coach of UVA basketball, that's why he retired.
The leverage is going.
Virginia don't attract no niggas you want to transfer to. We got a national championship, yeah. That's because we recruited and developed. UVA ain't a team niggas is flocking to get to. And Tony Bennett knew. They said, you know what? Nah, man. UVA ain't dishing out that NIL money. And UVA is trash this year. Since Tony Bennett left, we suck. We stink. The only hope we got in college basketball this year, VCU was kicking ass this year. And it's funny because VCU can recruit some niggas. VCU can actually recruit. It's crazy because Virginia got the natty, but VCU got the popularity with Spike, Shaka, the what was it called? What was the fucking defense called? I'm having a brain freeze. But during the early 2010s, VCU was popping, and that popularity is still carried over. VCU can recruit some niggas. They can get transfers, not Virginia. And it's crazy because again, Virginia got the natty not even that damn long ago. That's another trade too that the Cleveland Cavaliers made. I meant to talk about this. They got DeAndre Hunter, who was a part of that Virginia national championship team in 2019. They got DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks, and he averaging 20. And they got him with Cleveland now. That's why I'm like, Cleveland going for it.
We're gonna see what happened in the East.
Miami ain't going nowhere though, bro.
No, really not.
Jimmy Butler look good with Golden State too, bro.
Oh, I
was talking about this earlier before you got on. I said it's not a needle mover because Golden State is still small, but he's the opposite of Steph. Steph just he makes it rain from the outside. Jimmy Butler last night he scored 20 points, but 12 points was off of free throws. He just get to the rim and cause contact. Steph's not going to do that on a regular basis.
Nah, not at his current age.
Plus, Jimmy Butler ain't gonna take no shit off of Draymond. He'll punch Draymond in the motherfucking face. If Draymond stepped in when they got there, if Draymond stepped to Jimmy Butler with that bullshit, Jimmy's not that nigga.
Jimmy, nah, he'll definitely squabble.
No, Jimmy's not that nigga. You pick your battles. Jimmy ain't that nigga. No, Draymond stepped him with that shit. What? Nigga, fuck you. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. But anyway, bro. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm get at you, bro.
Please.
Kiss the family for me.
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh man, I had to show that story about that daughter because once again it's profiling, all of the things that shouldn't be happening, that's still happening, and it ends up in a fatality. Only this time ended up with a fatality in the form of an officer with the two people who were involved in the situation, one being a mother, one being a child, going scot-free because you saw it. It's what they could prove. Sometimes people need to stop and think about it. And that security guard at Walmart, you're an asshole. This is your fault. But anyway, I will see. Oh, gee whiz. I don't know if I'm gonna have a show Friday or not because Friday's Valentine's Day. And if everybody's healthy, we will be going to see Captain America. So, like, if I come on a podcast on Friday and be like, "Happy Valentine's Day" and shit, and then get off, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do. So let's leave Friday up to debate because, again, even though I'm going to see the movies, I ain't got no Valentine. Anyway, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. You guys be safe in the slippery weather. Peace. Love you. Again, be safe in this weather. Don't slip, fall, and bust your ass. Because if you call me and tell me, appreciate you, Lomar. If you call me or text me and tell me that you bust your ass, I'm going to laugh at your ass. I'm going to make sure you all right. I'm going to make sure you're all right first. But after you tell me you all right, I'm going to laugh at your ass. Shout out to Destiny Whitehead. She used to do my hair back in the day when I had braids. And I just got a picture today from her mom, actually right before I went on live, of a picture of her doing Mekhi Becton, of her. It was a picture of Mekhi Becton's mom, the player for the Eagles who went to Holland Springs. Mekhi Becton's mom hugging Mekhi Becton on the field after they won the Super Bowl, and Destiny does her hair. I think that's dope. Shout out to you, Des. I'm going to be bringing Roman to see you. You feel me? But peace. Love y'all. I'm out of here.